Hello, Facebook. I don't know if you can hear my music, but we're gonna have a little dance party for a second because we're celebrating things. It's a great time. I'm gonna take a moment and just share this on all my favorite social media, and I really hope that you do too. It would be really helpful for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a moment, share this around. I also want to add it to my website, so if you are someone who doesn't do Facebook, you can actually check this all out on shantasticshine.com, or if you just want to get off of Facebook for a little while, I'm adding it to shantasticshine.com, and you will be able to join me, hopefully, in the chat room. That is the goal. Let's see here. The music we are listening to is Aloka, and it is music that we feature on Bring Me to Life Network. We have a radio show, and we love to support new music. So that is music from Bring Me to Life Network, a song called Aloka. If you would like to get a card reading tonight, I'm only doing a few because I have something special happening later this evening. You can hop in my comments with a 222, and I'm going to get to as many of them as I can. Let's see here. Alright, so I have a few announcements coming up throughout this episode or show, live, whatever you want to call it, and I'm really excited about all of them. Some of them have to do with personal projects, some of them have to do with community projects, and some of them are just really cool things that I'm excited to share. So for those of you that are tuning in as a replay, I would love for you to comment and let me know you tuned in later. So if I don't get to see you here live, I know that you checked it out. Today I'm celebrating the new moon. It is the new moon in Gemini. And when I think of Gemini, I think of like multiple energies, and it's kind of that twin energy, but it's also that light and that dark, and it's that time when your light and dark come together to create something beautiful and to show you what it is that you've been working through. So this new moon in Gemini shows itself by giving us many changes in spontaneous energy and just releases and challenges as well. So we're going to kind of get through the challenges by acknowledging all of the beautiful new things that are happening this new moon. I know I have a lot of new things. My clients have had new things, my friends, my family. It's a time for graduation, and many people are having new members of their family added between weddings and babies and all of the things. It's all this beautiful new spring and summer energy really coming to shine here. And it's also just a good time to be thinking about your feelings and what your next chapter holds for you, and sharing that energy with others. And that's what I'm here for. I am a transformational coach that wants to hear what it is you want to be doing and where you want to be in a few years and what it is you're feeling. I specialize in trauma and grief therapy and working with people who need to get over that hump of depression and anxiety so that they can embrace what it is that lights up their life. So whatever it is that makes you happy, now is your time. Whether it's painting or running or jumping or dancing, or maybe it's working out or working on cars or just being in nature or adventuring, kayaking, whatever it is that makes you happy, it's time to do that because it's your time to shine. And that new moon brings that energy. So I wanted to do a new moon reading, and I will be doing a couple of readings here. And I am really excited about all of them. I'm going to go ahead and turn my music down a little bit. Again, if you are watching, please share on your favorite social media, on your Facebook wall, your Twitter, your YouTube, wherever. I see a couple of you in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like a quick reading, I'll be doing just a few quick 3-card readings here at the end of this live. If you want a reading, give me a shout in the comments or go ahead and let me know. That way I can make sure to get a hold of you. Let's see here. I'm just going to check in the comments. All right. So in this reading, I pulled a few cards for just kind of our next chapter. So that being said, we'll get to these in just a moment. For those that are watching, since I have a few of you watching, I want you to stay tuned because after this episode, I'm releasing a brand new podcast series. And it's in collaboration with my good friend Brianna Scott. And it's going to be called Awakening with the Girls. So it does have a little bit of a feminine touch to it, obviously, because it's 2 girls here talking. But I think it's going to be a really fun podcast for everybody to tune into. And the first episode goes live tonight at 8 p.m. And then we're releasing the second episode. So you get the intro episode and then the actual first episode tonight. One will release at 8 p.m. and one will release at 9 p.m. And that will be released at bringmetolife.com. And I'll put the link in the comments after I get off the live here too. So stay tuned for that. Tune in. If you can't tune in tonight, check it out. That's one of my big announcements. I have a couple more coming. But for now, I want to dive into the card reading for the new moon. So this is a collective card reading. I like to put them at the beginning for all of you watching in the replay. That way, if you don't get your own personalized reading, you still can kind of touch in with the energies here. All right, Gail, I see you. You'll be in line for when I get to the personal reading. So just stay tuned and tag a friend that might want to watch too. So the first card for the collective reading is the Suffering in Silence card. This card shows in the past, and it shows that it's something that we've all been working through. It's something that many of us have been kind of struggling with, reaching out and finding friends and community. The winter was hard, and the warm months have been taking their good old time showing themselves between the rain and crazy weather. So we've been dealing a lot with this, just being on our own and kind of looking out upon the world and what it has to offer us. But we haven't had a chance to necessarily release it. As we move into this next chapter, though, that is going to be our goal. The next card I've pulled is the Sacral Chakra card. This is a powerful card to be showing in the present. The Sacral Chakra card is an amazing just reminder to get in tune with your sensual self, your confident self, your powerful self. The sacral area is connected also to your creativity and your ability to not only create, but to feel connected and to feel loved and to be able to show your sexual side and like what it is you enjoy in life in that way. And just in general, I like to connect it again to confidence. And when we're suffering in silence, which is the first card I showed for the collective, we need to boost our confidence and activate our sacral chakras so that we can really boost ourselves to the next level. That being said, when I pull a chakra card, I like to pull another card with it. So the card that came with the chakra card is perfect. It's the Stand Your Ground card. When you need to feel confident and you need to feel empowered, it's really important to stand your ground and to activate yourself and to just take your power back, which is perfect because this month's Bring Me to Life theme is to take your power back. So it's so important to stand your ground, take your power back, and find what it is you want to be doing as you move forward into life. What do you need to be standing your ground on? This is an empowering card. In this card, you can see the power in his hand as he shoots to the moon and the sun, and he's looking and he's charging himself up. And he's allowing that confidence to really build, which is what that Sacral Chakra card is all about. A good way to focus on your Sacral Chakra is to do things that make you happy. Do things that are creative, fun, and spontaneous, which is what the new moon in Gemini is all about as well. If you're still a little confused about what a chakra is, I would love to connect with you. I have a chakra program that I'm getting ready to launch online. That's another one of my announcements, so stay tuned for the details. But I just finished my chakra class in person, and it was amazing. Hi, Angie. I see you just tuned in there. Thanks for tuning in right as I talked about the chakra class because you participated. So maybe you could even leave a little comment about what the chakra class did for you. That being said, we also have a chakra CD. My partner Silaman and I made a chakra CD with a meditation based on each chakra. That way, if you don't know what a chakra is or why it's important to your life, our CD is not only a good meditation tool, but it's an educational tool where we're talking about all of the chakras and how you can connect with them and just light up your life with that. Again, if you're interested in learning more about chakras, tune in with me, or stay tuned with me and check in with me about being a part of my next chakra activation course, which will be available online for anyone anywhere in the world to be a part of. So I'm super excited about that. The last card in the collective reading, and if you're watching and you want a personal reading, give me a 222 in the comments, or just let me know you want a reading so I can try to get you on my list. Very limited space today because, again, I got something big planned at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The last card for the collective reading today is the Victory and Success card. This is a beautiful card for the future because we all want to be successful. We all want to feel empowered. We all want whatever it is we've been working really hard on to come in, manifest into our reality. So this card is a representation that that is possible. However, you have to stay positive. You have to look to the light. As you can see, he's tooting his own horn, but he's doing it while he looks to the light and away from the shadow. It's time to let whatever no longer serves you go and release it into the universe so that you can embrace what it is that you deserve. You deserve so much more than any of the negative things. And if you're someone who's already pretty positive, just make your dreams even bigger. Just reach even further into the universe. It is time. It is time for you to be empowered, to feel confident, and to feel victorious, especially during this new moon when all these new amazing projects are just blossoming. People like to follow the moon with the Farmer's Almanac and how to plant their beautiful flowers. Well, I like to do it when I'm trying to plant new projects and project seeds. So in this new moon, some of my projects, if you missed it at the beginning, I'm just going to give a little recap. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I have a brand new podcast series premiering with my good friend Brianna, also known as Breezy. And it's called Awakening with the Girls. And in that podcast, we're going to discuss the female perspective as well as just our perspective, which we're pretty balanced females. We have a lot of masculine friends, so guys, feel free to tune in. But Awakening with the Girls is just a fun container for us to talk about various topics that need to be spoken on, things that are going on in the world, things that are going on with Bring Me to Life, and things that are going on with our personal projects. So the first episode's kind of just an introductory on us so you can meet me and Breezy and what we do. And then the second episode actually airs tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so you can get that double dose of shine time in and raise your vibration. And the second episode is going to talk about taking your power back and what that means to us as empowered females. So that will all be available at bringmetolife.com, and I will put the link in the comments at the end of this episode. However, I, again, want to get into some personal readings. So I see I have a couple of people here. I think I'm going to make a list so I make sure to stick up with all of them. I seen Gail wants a reading, and Angie wants a reading, and Bethany wants a reading. If anyone else needs one, get in my list with a 222. So I am super excited also to be announcing a few other things. Before I dive into the personal readings, for anyone that's just watching the replay, I hope you've stayed tuned this long. Some other things that I have coming up are, I am actually not only just releasing a collab podcast with my good friend, I'm going to be releasing my very own solo podcast. And I am so excited for it. I've been talking about it for months, probably years, to CeeLo, who's the creator of the Bring Me to Life network. And it's something I've been really wanting to do, and it's time. I'm motivated, and there's no more excuses. At least once a month I'll be going live with you all. And that will be starting this Wednesday, June 5th. And I will have an intro episode so you can learn a little bit more about me and what I plan to share on that podcast, as well as we will be going live around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Wednesday. That's the goal. Hopefully we can stick with it. And in the live episode, again, I'll be talking about a little bit of taking your power back and just diving into spirituality and just various topics. So if there's things you want to hear about on my new podcast called Shine On with Shannon, I would love to hear about it. So leave me a comment with various topics. Of course, we'll be talking about crystals and angels and all of those fun, beautiful things. And just whatever the the collective news happens to be at that time. I want to be able to stay in touch and in tune with all of you. So I hope you can check that out at the Bring Me to Life Network this Wednesday at around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And even before that, there's free card readings hour with Sarah Hall, who is also amazing on the Bring Me to Life Network. So I hope you can check that out Wednesday afternoon if you're working or if you're just hanging out and you need some high vibe content. That's a good day to just tune into the Bring Me to Life Network. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do some personal card readings. If you're somebody who would like to make a donation to the card readings, or if you want to be moved up to the front of the line to ensure that you get a reading tonight, you can go ahead and make a donation. The donations can be made through Facebook or through my PayPal, which is sjc81591@gmail.com. I'll go ahead and I will put that in the comments. Give me one moment here. And that's just if you feel motivated. I don't require it. It helps me make sure I can keep my website up and do all those fun things. So if you would like to make a PayPal donation or a donation through Facebook to my personal page, you can totally do so, and I'll make sure you get moved to the front of the list. So that being said, I saw a few people in there, and I'm going to go ahead and do some readings for you all for listening and tuning in this long. So thank you. I'll go ahead and I'm going to start with Gail. My first reading is for Gail. I'm just shuffling some cards here. Got my favorite deck by John Holland. He's amazing. I love this deck. It's been my favorite deck since I first got a card deck. All right, Miss Gail, let's pull a couple cards for you. All right, my friend, the first card I pulled for you is the Disruption card. The Disruption card shows itself when there's something just kind of blocking you. You feel blocked, you feel torn apart. I'm seeing a lot of yellow in this card, so it's showing me it's in your solar plexus. That means it's connections to your family and your connections to just growth in general. Maybe something going on with your parental figures or those that you love in that kind of way. And it's showing that you're really guarded and you're protected. And it's important to share as much of yourself with them so that you can grow and connect and to really break out of this shell. It's time to communicate as well. That's what this blue and green here. Communicate from your heart so that you can grow again and feel deeply connected with those around you. That's so important. The next card I have pulled for you, my friend, is the Wisdom card. This card shows when it's important to download what it is the universe wants from you. It's a great time to meditate, because I like to say that meditation is a way to receive the answers from the universe. Prayer, you can ask for blessings and for what you need in life, but meditation allows you to download that inner wisdom. It's giving yourself silence to hear the answers and to respond to what you've asked the universe for all this time. In this card, I also see this little puppy, and it always represents, to me, connecting with your animal spirits, whether it's an animal in your life or the animals of nature and just the animal totems, your spirit animals. As well as there's some family here looking upon him as he walks away to really just give him a foundation and to move him forward. So I think that connects back with your family connection. And the last card for you, Miss Gail, is the Power card. I love this card because I love lions, because I am a Leo. But in general, this card represents taking your power back, which is the theme of the month. Sounds like you're right in sync with all of us. Taking your power back is so important. It's releasing that part of you that thought you might have known everything or thought you knew what you wanted, and allowing the part of you that really does download from spirit and guide you into to let you be in the flow as you feel empowered and embrace the next step. So this says if there's something that you've been waiting for, now is the time to power through with it and move forward, and to allow your inner lion to really be fierce and give you the courage you need to move forward. So that is a reading from Miss Gail. All right, here. Let me see. I'm going to see who's next on my list. All right. I do have a couple donations coming in, so I'm going to move you guys to the front. I see one from Angie. Thank you for donating, Angie. You can, again, make donations through the Facebook, my personal Facebook at Shannon Shine, or you can do it through PayPal to get moved to the front. However, I'm going to try to get to as many as I can before 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when that podcast goes live on Bring Me to Life. So, Angie, what cards do I have for you? Let's see here. All right. So the first card I've pulled for you, Angie, is the Intuition card, or the Third Eye card. You know about chakras because you are a part of my chakra class, so I'm grateful that you're tuning in here. But this is saying to get more in touch with that third eye chakra. That third eye chakra explains and allows yourself to download those messages and to be more intuitive and to give yourself that connection to spirit. You're a very intuitive being. However, sometimes it's easy for you to push your messages to the side because it's not necessarily something you want to completely embrace yet. When you get those gut feelings, though, it's really important. However, if you've been getting an intuition about something that's on its way and it just hasn't came into to play yet, I think that's because the card I pulled with your chakra card is the waiting game. And that's because it's something that you're hoping for, that you've been planning for, and you've been manifesting, and you've gotten that intuitive download that it's on the way. This says it's coming. It's just been kind of a waiting game, but it's almost time. As you can see, the seed has been planted and now it's growing. And that's what this new moon is all about, is embracing and allowing the seeds to grow, just as the flowers are starting to really pop out and bloom. Your projects are as well. Next card I pulled for you is the Truth card. And this Truth card says that it's important to be truthful not only with yourself, but all of those people around you. Because when you share your truth and your voice, you're able to connect on a deeper level, and you're allowing yourself to be in flow with spirit and not contain any negative energy or any just unwanted thoughts in your inner body. You're allowing them to then manifest into, share your inner truth. And it helps create a balance. As you can see, there's a balance beam here. Sharing our truth creates balance in the world. The next card I've pulled for you is another sign of success. In our collective reading, we had victory and success, and you have triumphant success. And it's a double-edged sword. You can see here he's pushing through, and he feels like he's been buried alive. However, he did not give up. He pushed all the way through and cut his shadow out of the way so that the light could shine upon him and to help him feel even more powerful and to rise up from the darkness. So anything that's making you feel like you're buried alive right now, know that it's on the way. Know that it's something that has been, like I said, waiting game, but don't give up yet. Sometimes when you are so close to giving up and you're ready to just give in and go back to whatever it was you were doing, that's right when change and transformation is on the other side. So this is a beautiful message for you. All right, I'm going to shuffle some cards. Those that are tuning in, I have just a few more places. If you want to make a donation, you can do so. Make sure you get moved to the front. Let's see. Just checking them out. Looks like I have a few more in line. For those that missed the beginning, the new moon's in Gemini. So it's all about new projects, new beginnings. It's also about embracing that light and dark energy, because a lot of times the Gemini vibe comes with this feeling of you can be super happy one minute or just kind of super the next minute. And that's okay. That's the universe giving you the time to really embrace the goodness. You have to have some of those dark times to really love and feel connected and appreciate the good times. So that's where that double-edged sword kind of comes into play too. You got to have the dark to appreciate the light. So that being said, my next reading here, I believe, is for Bethany. Thanks for tuning in, Bethany. Always good to see friends from the past be a part of the future. All right, my friends. So the first card I've pulled for you, Bethany, is the Fertility card. This card shows when there's new projects or new beginnings. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the fertile energy of a new child. However, if you're hoping, this is a good sign. Often this card for me represents new beginnings and new projects, possibly a new home or a new job, or just some seed that you have personally planted is really ready to shine and share its light with you. A lot of times I say it has to do with family though, because this yellow orb of energy here is your solar plexus again, and that's connected to your family and just your loving vibrations, your womb area, something that's really just important to you really deep down and in your heart. So that is the Fertility card. The next card I have for you is the Spiritual Union card. So the Fertility and Spiritual Union card are a pretty good combo because that means that there's something brewing with somebody really important to you. Even if it's not a child, it's a project that is just being blessed by the heavens. It's showing you that you have a partner in crime here, or a partner in manifesting, as I like to say. And it's an infinite connection, and it's overflowing with joy and love and just connection and growth. You got this growth here. So this spiritual union is super powerful. If there's somebody in mind or somebody that comes to mind in your heart when you hear this, it's a good sign that that is what that is connected to. And the last card for you, Miss Bethany, is one of my favorites, the Transformation card. The Transformation card shows that there is some big changes going on in your heart chakra, which is this green here. And she's ripping off the shell of what she knew so that she can share her wings and be this big, beautiful butterfly. So you're no longer inching around like a caterpillar wondering what's going to happen to you. You're able to spread your wings and really appreciate this new spiritual union and this new fertility process that is going on within you. Again, it doesn't have to be a child. However, something big is brewing for you, my friend, and I am super excited for you in your transformation. If you'd like to connect more and to dive deeper onto this topic, you can totally reach out to me. I would love to do a session with you or any of you watching. I do transformational sessions. Some of them I do power sessions. I do a series of sessions, and I also just do monthly card readings. So if you just want a intuitive message, you would like me to be your personal guide, at shantasticshine.com, which I just recently updated, which is another one of my big announcements. Is I just put some time in, and I tried to make my website a little easier for you all to navigate, and you can sign up for a monthly subscription to card readings. I also have a shine bag, which is like goodies and crystals and rituals and fun things for you to do each month. But the card readings have been a hit. I have a variety of clients that receive them every month, and I'm always getting super positive reviews. It makes my heart so happy. So if you're someone who needs a little bit of shine time in your life every month, I highly suggest checking out the monthly subscriptions. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the link in the comments right now because I feel like it's something that you all would just benefit from so much. And if you haven't been on shantasticshine.com, I would really appreciate it if you checked it out. I put a lot of work into making it super awesome for all of you. And not only is my services and my bio and all that fun information about me on there, but there's also a whole shopping section that is dedicated to crystals and sage and just beautiful things that you would really benefit from if you are trying to light up your life and to just get more spiritual and to, I don't know, give somebody a really cool gift, because there's lots of really cool crystal jewelry that I make. This is one of my newer projects, electroforming, where you can cool really cool stuff and nature pieces into copper. Those are going to be on the website soon, but this is just kind of my personal piece for now. But right now there's lots of just amethyst and rose quartz and agate and moonstone and tourmaline and all of those beautiful things that you all would probably benefit from. All right, let me make this comment and then I'll be right with you. Bam, in the comments section. All right, so I have a few more of you getting private readings before the end of this episode, where you can then tune in to bringmetolife.com for my newest podcast. The next person on my list is Sarah. Thanks for tuning in, Sarah. I hope you're still here with me. Let's pull some cards for you. All right, so I'm seeing a little bit of a theme here. The collective reading, we saw victory and success. The last reading we did, and now again, we have some victory and success on the way. This is a reminder that it is important for you to not let yourself feel like you're being buried alive. You've got to push through with your sword and all of that power within you to push through the darkness and to pierce any sort of things that are just bringing you down, and allow them to fade away as you reach into your light and see the light on the other side. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, it is now the time to just release it. What is it that's overwhelming you? Is there any way that you can make it easier on yourself? Can you change the structure of it? Is there something that you need to release? Because you're going to have success. It's time for you to just feel that success and embrace it. The next card I have for you, Sarah, is the Patience card. So it is something that you're going to have to be a little bit patient for. Victory and triumph and success is on the way, but be patient. There's a seed here that's been planted, which has been kind of the theme for the new moon. It's how many seeds can we plant to make the community a better place? So be patient here as this seed is growing into this big, beautiful flower. And all of that chakra energy is kind of humming around here from your heart, from your solar plexus, from your sacral. So be patient to know that there are good things on the way. That being said, your third card is the Material Harvest card. This card shows when it is a important time for you to really harvest all the seeds that you've already planted. So if you're feeling like you're buried alive, maybe it's time to call in some favors or some personal time and harvest any of those things that you've planted away so that you could enjoy them at a later date. It's time. It's time to embrace and appreciate all of the things that you deserve and that you've worked really, really hard for. So accept your harvest, allow yourself to enjoy it, and to feel that empowerment as you move forward to embrace your triumphant success from your first card. So that was a reading for Miss Sarah. Thank you for tuning in, Sarah. I think I have one more person in the lineup for a private reading. So if you would like a reading, I still have a little bit of time. Give us a 222. Again, if you'd like to make a donation to my website and just the offerings that I am willing to give for free, as well as it goes towards the Bring Me to Life network and making sure that all of that stays shiny and bright, you can do so by sending me a small donation via Facebook Pay or through my PayPal, and the PayPal email is in the comments. It's sjc81591@gmail.com. And again, tonight we're celebrating the new moon and all of these beautiful new projects that are happening for so many people around us. So I think I've shared a lot of my super cool announcements. I've got a podcast going live at 8 p.m. on Bring Me to Life, which is called Awakening with the Girls. I have my own solo podcast going live Wednesday around 3 p.m. called Shine On with Shannon on bringmetolife.com or the Bring Me to Life network. I updated my website, which I don't know if I did say that there's a lot of really cool new pictures by Jackie Street Photography on there. She is an amazing photographer that took us on a beautiful journey through the woods up in Garrett County, Maryland. And it was just amazing to see a new space and to feel the energy that was there. And she really captured the fairy energy that I was going for. And you can see a lot of those photos at shantasticshine.com, where you can also subscribe. I updated some new subscription offerings on the subscribe page for card readings and shine bags and all of that fun stuff. And yeah, there's probably a lot of other cool things that I'm trying to think of, but I guess I'll just have to do another video, because now I'm going to do a reading for, let's see, Jason. Jason's on my list. Hi, Jason. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle here for you, get some cards. All right, Jason, the first card I've got for you is Prosperity Begins. So this card shows when it's a good time to remember that you've planted those seeds again. You can see there's the seed here. And it's growing a big, beautiful fruit tree that allows you to share the fruits that you've been really just growing and making nice, and being able to offer them to those around you, as well as just enjoying them yourself. However, it looks like there's this connection that's coming back here with these hands here. It's showing to reach out to someone and to allow yourself to feel that connection. So, and also this butterfly here is sticking out. So I don't know if butterflies mean anything to you. To me, they mean transformation, and they represent certain people. So I just feel guided to point out the butterflies for you and anyone listening. If a butterfly represents something to you, they've shown themselves during this transformational episode. The next card for you, Jason, is the Emotional Withdrawal card. And this card shows when it's a time of deep healing. We're feeling a lot of emotion from spirit, from people we've connected with, from maybe things that have happened in our past. And it's important to allow ourselves to release the energies that no longer serve us. If there's something that's bringing you pain and making you feel disconnected from your community, from the people you love, from your day-to-day life, sometimes we do feel withdrawn. But this card shows and says, give yourself some personal time to meditate and to release what no longer serves you, and to find joy in those moments rather than sorrow. So if you're dealing with any sort of grief or just feeling disconnected, give yourself some time to meditate or reach out to somebody so that you don't feel so alone. The last card I have for you, Jason, is the New Beginnings card. The New Beginnings card shows when it's time for you to open the next door and to really allow yourself to have the universe have your back. Sometimes we have to give the universe permission to really lead us. But in this card, she's wearing all green, which represents her heart is leading her, as well as the universe. And she's got the world at her feet, which means you can do anything that you set your mind to. Just open the door and allow the new beginning to really step into your life. That's a beautiful card. So release what no longer serves you. Allow the new beginning. Allow the new fresh energy in. Those are all beautiful messages. I'm really seeing kind of a trend here. That's all I have in the lineup right now. If you want a reading, want to stay on for just a few more moments, and you can go ahead and give me a 222 or let me know that you're here so that you can get a reading too. That being said, again, on my website, I just added some new products. I have new products coming on the way. Some of the things that you might find there are some amethyst pendants, which are really good for breaking down addictions and to remind us to stay focused and to allow our intuition to guide us. I have selenite on there, which is a beautiful crystal that you do not have to charge like other crystals. You can use it to charge up the other crystals, which is really cool. I have some incense, and I have some meditation oils and abundance oil. That's been a popular seller lately, and I can say that I've been using it a lot, and I am really grateful for the amount of abundance that has been flowing into my life, which is partly because of all of you. So thank all of you for all of the support that you've been giving me. This journey has been a wild ride. I've been just on all kinds of adventures, and it's just refreshing to know that I have so much support allowing me to really dive in and to follow my dreams on a deeper level. So again, if any of you are watching, I see there's some people in the viewer room. If you would like a reading, go ahead and give me a 222 or let me know that you would like a reading. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep reminding a few people of awesome things I have coming up. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, I am releasing the first episode of Awakening with the Girls on Bring Me to Life Network, which can be found at bringmetolife.com, which is with the number 2, bringmetolife.com, which is the home of the Bring Me to Life Network, which is just an amazing outlet for all kinds of conscious awakening media. Podcasts and music and videos and whatever it is that you like to do on the computer, there's probably something there for you. We have a blog if you like to read. Again, music, conscious music, which is just really uplifting and a good place to go. We don't have commercials like YouTube and Pandora and all of that junk. So we hope you tune in there. I'm not seeing anybody else request a reading in the comments, so thank you all that have tuned in and been a part of this episode with me. Again, I will post the link in the comments for the new Awakening with the Girls episode starring live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Wednesday, I have Shine On with Shannon coming live to you through the Bring Me to Life Network. That's another solo podcast, and we'll be talking about taking our power back and what that really means to me. For those of you who didn't see, I shared some really powerful stories that were deep ingrained into my story and things that have really changed who I am as a person and changed my whole mission. Those are also on my Facebook, and I'll be discussing them a little bit in the upcoming podcast. So again, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have a great new moon, and until next time, stay awake and shine on always. Bye!